What is up guys, my name is the Eagle Saws and today I've got the final episode of my close quarters weapon review series thing that's been going on for far too long. This time I'm covering the SPAS-12, but I'm also, you might have noticed that this gameplay, that this gameplay is uncut. I haven't fast forwarded bits, I haven't faded bits out. That's because I want the length. That's what she said, but I want the length of the videos to discuss shotguns in general, the different ammunition types, different damage models for the different ammunition types, number of pellets, what that means for flechette versus buckshot, blah blah blah, etc etc. And as per usual, I've got to apologise for not uploading, but whatever. I haven't really not uploaded, but I haven't uploaded for 4 days because I had friends staying and all that kind of stuff going on. It's the summer and everything. Things happen in the summer. Not obviously to you because you have no social life, but to me things happen. So that's why I haven't uploaded in the last few days. And what a day today, and indeed yesterday, but more for the people in the UK. Today has been a good day for gaming and for my Frostbite 2 based shooters. We've got a new Medal of Honor Warfighter trailer which looks sick, and the new Battlefield 3 matches feature, which is a competitive feature really, as opposed to something that will be generally available to people such as yourselves perhaps. It's a competitive feature, as I said. That launched today, and some other thing happened today. Oh yes, the new Battlefield Premium content drop has happened, and all in the same motion. Battlefield's creator and publisher, DICE and EA respectively, they've kind of screwed over Battlefield Premium all in one day. So many things have happened in just one day. The Battlefield Premium has released 4 new soldier camos, 2 of which are unlockable by assignments by my reckoning, and 2 of which are available right off the bat as far as I know. Wow. And 4 additional assignments for 4 new camos for the same 4 guns as the first premium camo content drop thing. Thanks DICE for that, but whatever. The SPAS-12, let's move on to that before I get to I deviate too much off topic. But the SPAS-12, what a gun this is. I've saved the best till last in my opinion. I think this gun is the best shotgun in the game, only marginally over the 870, but still I think it's the best shotgun in the game. I do like this gun. It definitely is the gun that suits the whole close quarters mantra more than perhaps all of the other ones, apart from maybe the MP5K is a close. It could be classed as a close quarters specialist gun as well, but I think the SPAS-12 is definitely the new close quarters tank. It's really quality gun and quality gameplay here. I get over 50 kills in this gameplay with this gun, and I really do like this shotgun. I can use this gun now on, like, I use it on Squad Rush now. I played a bit of Squad Rush again, get a feel for some competitive stuff again in case I ever feel like doing that again after Project PTFO and all the sort of randomness that surrounded that. I never actually spoke about that, but if you still care, if you still give a damn, I will speak about it on a later date. But let's go into some SPAS-12 and what it's like starting out with it, because right off the bat with the SPAS-12, you will be using buckshot. Now, buckshot is obviously the default ammo type for shotguns. There are 4 in total: buckshot, flechette, slug, and frags. Now, I will completely ignore the frag rounds because they're so crap now, it's ridiculous. But I will go over buckshot, flechette, and slugs in today's video. I will probably get a bit more general just so I can give some detail on the 3 ammo types, but that's the plan of action. So, SPAS-12 with buckshot. Well, let's compare it with the 870. The 870 shoots 12 shots per shell of buckshot, and the SPAS-12 shoots 11 pellets per shell of buckshot. Now, the pellets from a buckshot for a buckshot shell. On every shotgun in the game, they have the same damage model. They have a maximum damage of 16, which is the damage that a gun does. I've already explained it several times, but I'll go over it again. Maximum damage of 16, where the maximum damage is the damage that a gun does at the closest range. It has a drop-off start, which is the distance at which the damage, if you consider a distance damage graph, the distance point at which the damage begins to fall down. The drop-off start is about 8 meters, and that, from there, it fades down to a minimum damage per pellet of 6 at a drop-off finish of about 25 meters or so. Now, you can already tell that you've got 12 pellets doing a 6 minimum damage.
Wow.
That it sounds good, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Obviously, you're not an idiot. You know that shotguns don't work at a 72 damage, which is on a 72 damage at the maximum ranges, at all ranges, at all long distances. That doesn't happen, obviously. That's because the spread, the pellet cone, basically for every meter, the pellets will spread outwards from the initial point target, or point source, if you will, of your bullets in the first place. Listen to my squad mate, CC in this case, raging his arse off as per usual. Let's move on to the flechette. But before I do, I just want to go back to the statistics again. I told you the A70 shoots 12 pellets as opposed to 11 pellets. Now, you may be thinking, oh, but surely that means that the SPAS-12 is ludicrously overpowered. No, underpowered as opposed to overpowered. Whoops. No, not really, because the SPAS-12 shoots at a much faster rate of fire. For buckshot, it varies depending on the ammo type, but for buckshot, SPAS-12 fires at 150 RPM, whereas the 870 shoots at 125 rounds per minute. All of these shotguns have a maximum range of 300 meters. They have the same suppressive effect. They have the same bullet velocity, muzzle velocity, and the sort of recoil is almost irrelevant for the pump action shotguns. The recoil for the semi-automatic shotguns does vary, but I'm not covering them, obviously. The spread and so on is equal for each of the individual shotgun types. Now, the spread for a pump action shotgun is roughly a quarter of the spread of any of the 3 semi-automatic shotguns in this game, and it's also a sixth of the spread of the infamous SPAS-12, the you suck at shooting gun thing, whatever it is. The 870 obviously shoots. What that means basically is the 870 and the SPAS-12, the pellets spread out at a sixth of the rate of the SPAS-12. That is consistent for each of the ammo types. The pellet spread is consistent like that for each of the individual shotgun types. When you move on to slugs, the spread at long distance in terms of the accuracy at longer distances with the slugs, it's the identical thing, where the SPAS-12 slugs will spread out from the intended point target by 6 times that of the 870 and SPAS-12. That's the way it works all the way through. Now, let's move on to flechette. The flechette rounds do a maximum damage of 12.5, going up to a drop-off start of 15 meters, fading down to a minimum damage of 8.4 at a drop-off finish of 30 meters. Now, what that means, obviously, is the flechette rounds do a higher minimum damage. It's basically the ACR of shotgun rounds. The minimum damage is much higher than that of the buckshot, but the maximum damage is much lower than that of the buckshot. However, the maximum range is increased to 450 meters, but the rate of fire is decreased with flechette rounds. With the SPAS-12, actually, it does not have a decrease. With the 870, it does have a decrease, from 125 RPM to 109 RPM. Now, I can only imagine that that is a glitch in the statistics sheet. I am looking at the statistics sheets right now. Not the Synthic, whatever it's called, but the actual code files.
And of course, you
from which these files,
me.
these statistics are extracted.
Oh,
and basically, yeah, it doesn't function as intended, as far as I can tell, because the rate of fire is lower on the 870. I don't know whether that's still the case. I expect it's probably been patched by now. These files are slightly out of date, but that's the best I can do. But for the purposes of this commentary, of this debate, I'm going to ignore that. So I'm going to say that it does fire at 125 RPM, just as an assumption, so I can move on with the analysis. And basically, what you get with the flechette rounds is more effectiveness at longer ranges, less spread, so more effectiveness at longer ranges. The lower spread with the flechette rounds is actually only marginal. It still spreads out at more, it's just under the rate at which the buckshot pellets spread out. All of guns fire the same amount of pellets with flechette rounds as the buckshot, but the difference is the maximum range is increased from 300 meters to 450 meters. The muzzle velocity is increased to 450 meters per second from 300 meters per second. So the bullet drop is decreased. I don't know why that makes any difference whatsoever, but whatever. The suppressive effect is the same, but the minimum damage is higher, maximum damage is lower, hence it's better at longer ranges for that reason, as well as the lower spread at long distances of the flechette rounds. As I said, only marginally lower spread. It's by a factor of about 10% or so. That's flechette. They're basically good at longer ranges, and that's really it. Now, the problem I found with the SPAS-12 over the 870 with buckshot and flechette is just the lack of that extra pellet. The SPAS-12 feels like it's a one-hit kill. It feels like it's very reliable. The SPAS-12, I was getting, you know, hit markers at close ranges in the chest. Now, people will probably tell you, oh, it's all about your aim, it's all about where you aim, it's all about aiming for the chest, it's all about this, that, and the other. No, that's not really the case. I did tests on this gun, shooting straight in the chest, and the fact of the matter is that due to the, I guess, randomness of the weapons in this game, it does not always one-hit kill in the chest at the sort of just above minimum range, if that makes sense. So that doesn't really function as intended. The slugs, however, which I'm using in this video, are beasts. They are such beasts. Use the SPAS-12 with slugs, does a maximum damage of 100, minimum damage of 40, and I was getting one-hit kills at ludicrous ranges in that video, which you saw. Now, if you want to hear more about the slugs, just go back, watch the video again. But this is probably going to be part 1 of 2. I'm going to be posting something different, and posting a different gameplay on the next video. I'm going to be posting some more LAD6 gameplay, and after that, I'm going to go back to these shotguns and go into the slugs, go into the different arrow types a bit more, because I think this is something that I need to take up a little bit more in the future and provide a bit more information on, because it's not something that's well covered on YouTube, to be fair. But until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed. Take care. Goodbye.